I want to wish you welcome to Persson's table tennis world, where I show my technique and some of my best strokes during this videotape. So I hope you will enjoy it a lot, and also you can learn some things which I show with the technique things. It's small things, but it's important that you try to develop your own style. But hopefully this can help you a little bit on the way to become a champ. Yeah, what is special is that I make the finger very much like this, but it means also that I can keep a good position with my hand wrist. I can change very quickly between backhand and forehand. So this is what I try, and I started very young to have this grip. I never changed grip. I always played with this kind of grip. The point is to hit the ball on the highest point. And then get a nicely smooth stroke, yeah. So you follow through a little with your body also. So that's the main thing. It's important that you go down with your legs and start the movement a little more down, and then try to play the topspin on the highest point there also. And then you have to follow through, yeah, and also work with your overbody. it's important to try to keep the hand wrist very steady, and also play behind your body. So you have the body behind your backhand stroke. That's very important, and also the highest point is important there. Yeah, there it's very important that you stay steady and you get this elbow at the front, so you can not like that you have it behind. It's very important that you come forward with this, so you can work here with with this one, but stay very steady here. It's important, so you don't working like this. It's very important that you come forward and stay. Then you can get good rotation on the ball, and it's also easier to have better control. It's there you can use your hand wrist a little more to make with spin, and also take the ball quite quickly after bounce, because then you get good pressure on the ball, and also do something, work with your hand wrist. It's important. Yeah, you have to also go down with your legs and start. There you can have little longer movement behind your body because you have more time to work on a push ball. But very important also that you use your whole body all together, yeah. And then coming from the basement, you can say, come up, yeah. And it's almost the same. It's maybe you must go down a little more with your legs, but still stay with the elbow in front, yeah, so you can work on the ball and also try to have the body behind. So you don't just move your arms. It's important that you move your body also. So you're coming, so you hit the ball with the body behind you. That's the same that you try to hit the ball on the highest point, and the same, it's very important that you stay very steady, because this shot is a very difficult shot away from the table. And also the same, that try to keep your body behind and move your legs, so you don't only move your arms, yeah. And then you have to make a little longer movement, and also good follow through. It's very important. It's to stay, to play the ball on the highest point there also. It's very important, because you get, you can come over the ball easier. And also you can have a little longer movement there if you want, because you have more time, you go a little away from the table. But also to try to play the ball in front of your body, not behind. Yeah. That's excellent. It's because you can make pressure on your opponent, so you can play the ball directly off the bounce. So it means that you make a shorter movement in front of your body and hit the ball quite early. point is I have very good hand wrist. So I come from forehand and I hit much with my wrist. On this stroke I make very much with the wrist. No, I'm not steady or like this. It's mostly my wrist is working, yeah. So, and I try to hit it on the highest point, but sometimes the ball is falling down, but I can still hit it very good because I use my hand wrist so much. Important is that you stay very neutral with your racket, that you stay in the middle always, because then you have shorter movement to forehand, and then you always go back, and then you can go to backhand. Because if you start with you start your racket here, if topspin is coming to your backhand, you have to go hold this way. And opposite, if you have your racket here, you have to go this way. So always stay neutral, then you can choose. Yeah, it learned a lot when I was in China. I was 81, I was only 15 years old. So that learned me to play against a lot of different styles, pen holder, defensive players. This was the main, I mostly learned on this year, to play against different types. And also defensively, I learned this with neutral, that to keep the racket in the middle, yeah, so I can be quick to both sides. Yeah, that's true, but also it was also that we played quite a lot, so we learned to play against them, and we also had a little, we started to use a flip, where you can make, you can flip it on both sides and don't show which corner you flip, yeah. We call it fint flip, yeah. This we did, yeah, but we also improved our defense much more, yeah. And that was really a key point. Forehand block is to stay close to the table. It's very important you don't go too far away from the table, and take the ball very quick after it bounce. That's the main thing, yeah. And also you have to close the racket lid. You have to be a little flexible when you use your side, I mean, to close it and open it. But quite close when blocking. It's the same on the backhand side. Take the ball very quick off a bounce and not too far, go away, stay close, and also close the racket, yeah. And also same there, yeah. You stay with your body behind on blocking, with mostly more important with your backhand stroke. Forehand you can stay a little more, but still very important to stay close to your body, so you don't go out like this. Backhand fish, yeah. Yeah, there it's the same. It's important with your legs, and always try to have your body behind, and also there you have to start quite a little lower down and make a quite long movement, because then you get better control of the ball. Lobbing, yeah. It's very important that you look at the ball, yeah, and try there also work with your legs, and there you start very low down with your racket often, and make it with spin. Try to make with spin, because then it makes it more difficult for the opponent to smash it, yeah. And there you must use both backhand. You just put it quite straight up with your racket side, both backhand and forehand. Yeah, it's to surprise your opponent always. Yeah, I mean, if you maybe only making high balls, they learn this and it's easier. It's important with this fantasy and also surprising things during the game. So there you can try and practice. I mean, you can always make some different strokes. Maybe it's not in the book, but you can still. It's important that you have this fantasy and try sometimes. Yeah, because then it can come in a match also automatically. The point is to try to have the same movement in the movement, but have different spin to change at the last second with your hand wrist. And also try to hide little with your left arm. So you, maybe when you hit the ball, you can hide it for your opponent so they don't see when you hit the ball. But the hand wrist is very important, and try to have the same movement but different spin. And also try to hit the ball quite on the way down, so close to the table as possible, because then you get better bounce, not so high bounce. Different is maybe that you can, with backhand service, you can stay from your backhand side, but you can also move a little into the middle more. In forehand service is mostly you stay on the backhand corner. Mostly it's normal, yeah. But with backhand service you can go in a little more to the middle of the table. So make service, you can change the variation on the table. And Yeah, the key point there is that because then if you change service, you change spin also. It means that he must change also. He cannot receive the same. That's also a good surprise in a match, because then they don't get used to one receive. They have to change also. So this can be a good, surprising thing during a match. For all players, I mean, hobby players as professional players. I had idols when I started to play. I was 6 years old, and in Sweden we had world champions, Stellan Bengtsson, Kjell Johansson, Hans Alsér, yeah. So they were my influence, yeah. I think that's the main reason why I started. They were my idols, yeah. And just one day was my thought to become world champion. So I started with this, yeah, and also I think I played a lot of tournaments when I was very young, so I learned very early to both win and to lose, and that was very important, I think. Yeah, I played many tournaments at a very young age. Yeah, so I learned from beginning that you cannot always win. You have to accept that you lose also. Now they practice a lot, but what I think is the main difference is that we play a lot of more matches. That is my impression, yeah, that you practice a lot here in German, but you play less matches. We try to play, we have many tournaments, yeah, so the kids, you learn in a very early age to play a lot of games, yeah, and also to win and lose, and also different styles. And in game, it's not the same as practice. When you come to big championships or you play a small tournament as hobby player, it's not the same. You get nervous and like this. So you start quite early to learn this, to play sometimes under pressure, yeah, like this. So that's the main thing, I mean, and to play games, that's the main thing with table tennis, I think. Yeah. It's fun to practice, but the main thing is to play matches and games and tournaments. Practice, I try to play, quite many different, not exercises, but I try to develop my own game and my own style. So it's important to have good trainers also to learn you, yeah. But also I think it's important that you think on yourself also, that you can maybe develop your own game, yeah, and think table tennis, yeah. But of course we didn't glue also very early. I started gluing more when I was 13 years old, 14, yeah. So from the beginning I learned technique without gluing, and I think that was quite good also, because you learn better technique maybe from the beginning then. This we make. It's about 60% with control plus footwork exercises, and 40% with service and receiving and like this.
Make it funky.